नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रश्राय भूतले श्रीमते राधानाथ स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रश्राय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्चात्य देशतारिणे। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानांजनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितमेन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देकं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च। श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सकगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्रीराधा कृष्ण पादान् सकगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसूते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ईश्वर परम कृष्ण सच्चिदानंद विग्रह अनादिरादिर गोविंद सर्व कारण कारण। ओम तत्सत। हरे कृष्ण। By the causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, the King of Secrets, Raja Guhyam. By Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully started 18th chapter, the perfection of renunciation, conclusion of this Bhagavad Gita. We discussed at length about renunciation yesterday because Arjuna asked that question in the very first sloka of 18th chapter. So, renunciation of work, renunciation of results, which is best. That's what Arjuna asked in the 5th chapter, first sloka. Similar thing is asking in the 18th chapter, first sloka. I want to understand about sannyasa and tyaga. So, tyaga and yoga both are same. So, tyaga means, that's what we studied in the second sloka, giving up the results of activities, all activities. So that is what is called tyaga. Whereas yoga is without expecting any results. Same thing. Giving up the results of activities, not expecting the results of activities. Yoga sannyasta karmanam. That's what is called yoga. Sannyasta karmanam. Sannyasta karmana means renunciation of the results. That's what sannyasta karmana. That's what yoga sannyasta karmana. Jnana sanchinna samsayam atmavantam na karmani nibadnanti dhananjaya. No activities bind him. A person who gives up all the results of activities. So we need to make sure in our day-to-day activities, we are not attached to the results. That means we should not have any materialistic goals. Our goals and objectives should be very clear. It should be only to please Krishna. Only for the satisfaction of Krishna. That should be our goals. That should be our only goal. So, Bhagavad Gita is teaching us about how to connect ourselves with Krishna. That is called yukta. Yukta means connection, connecting with Krishna. Yoga also means connection, linking with Krishna. Yukta, yoga, It's very important. We should not be ayogi. We should not be ayukta. Ayukta means not connected with Krishna. What is going to happen if you are not connected with Krishna? Nasti buddhir ayuktasya. Ayuktasya means when we are not connected with Krishna, we will lose intelligence. Nasti buddhi. And ayuktasya na bhavana. Na bhavana ayuktasya. Nasti buddhir ayuktasya nacha ayuktasya bhavana. So that means ayuktasya na bhavana. Means when we don't have intelligence, that means we don't have steady mind. Because with intelligence only we can steady our mind. Buddhya dritigrihitaya atma samstam manakritva. So with intelligence only, we should be able to gain the determination, driti. With that determination, that's what is called vyavasaya, the determination. So with that only, we will be able to bring the mind under the control of our self. So that means when we are not connected with Krishna, ayuktasya, we lose intelligence, and then that means we lose our mind. Our mind won't be steady. Indriyanam ki charatam yanmano vidiyade tadasya harati prajna vayurnavam ivambasa. So it is both vice versa. If our mind is not steady, is going after the sense objects, then it will carry away our intelligence. So if we don't control our mind, if we don't keep our mind under our control, then we lose intelligence. And if we lose intelligence, then we can't even control our mind. That is what we need to understand. But everything starts with the mind. Because dhyayato vishayan pumshaga, in the two slokas, Krishna in the second chapter, he says that dhyayato vishayan pumshaga. That is a starting line. Then there is a chain reaction. Then the last line, Krishna says that buddhinasa. Buddhinasat pranashyati. Intelligence will be lost. So, we need intelligence to control our mind. But if our mind is focusing on the material sense objects, if we think about sense objects, then we will not have intelligence. We'll lose our intelligence. So, now to make both stable, mind and intelligence, both should be with us. We should have intelligence and we should control our mind. So that's why Suti Vipratipannate yata stasyati nischala samada vachala buddhi tada yogam avapsasi. So if both happens, then we have achieved yoga, the status of yoga. Shruti Vipratipannate. So we are not disturbed by anything what is happening around us. Whatever we have heard, whatever we are going to hear, if we are not disturbed. And yata stasyati nischala. And situated without any disturbance. That's what. Any restlessness. So yata stasyati nischala. Samadhav achala buddhi. So at that time, our mind will also be steady. Tada yogam avapsasi. There is a way to achieve yoga. So, in order to become a yogi, so we have to be a tyagi. So then only our mind won't be disturbed. Our intelligence we won't lose. If we are a tyagi. So that means if we are able to give up the results of activities. If we are not attached to the results, That means if we don't claim the results as ours, so then we can be a tyagi. That's what Krishna says. So that means only a yogi can become a tyagi, or a tyagi can be a yogi. And both are possible. Both are same only with this Bhagavad Gita knowledge. Otherwise, we won't develop our mind to give up the attachments to the material sense objects. In other words, we won't develop the mind to give all the material objects, material sense objects, for the benefits of others, those who need them, very barely they need them for their daily survival. There are so many people, they are not able to get a healthy life. Their environment is not good at all. They don't live in a very, very clean environment. And they don't get their food. Even a daily, one day meal also is very difficult for them. But there are people who just waste food like anything and just throw them into the trash. It is not correct. It is not good. So we need to understand. We need a revolutionary change in the way the society thinks, the society acts. Unfortunately, it has become very, very selfish. That is the reality. That's why people are suffering, struggling for existence. And we make things, our environment, so difficult to lead a peaceful life. Now people are like, if you go back a few decades, they just buy things with what they have. Nobody like will become like get so much loans and struggle to pay them off. Now that has become a huge business by giving the loan, and the interest itself will exceed the principal amount. And many people, they pay their principal amount fully, even more lot of interest, but still they have to pay money. That is stupid. It is not correct at all. It's not right. The way the society is set up like that is very unfortunate. That's the reason this material world is a place of miseries, and we are struggling and suffering. Rather, if we just if we shelter unto Krishna, who owns everything, who is the Sarvaloka Maheshwara, we don't have to worry about our daily needs. We don't have to worry about how to meet our daily needs and how to lead a peaceful life. Because Krishna is going to provide everything. Krishna is going to supply everything, because everything is coming from Krishna. So a devotee of Krishna, a pure devotee of Krishna, with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, will not depend on his day-to-day activities to survive, will depend fully on Krishna. And Krishna gives him the energy, all the needed support and strength and resources and everything. And he will get much more than what he needs. So, a pure devotee of Krishna will only worry about others, not about himself. That's what we need to understand. One should think about how we can help others, because we are getting helped by Krishna. Unfortunately, others who are not devotees, because of ignorance, they are struggling and suffering in this material world. So, the real solution, quick solution, And revolutionary solution is there only in this Bhagavad Gita. Nowhere else. So, Krishna says, those who achieve Brahma Nirvana, what they do? That means who have achieved the Brahman status, Brahma Bhuta platform. That means they are not affected by anything in this material world at all. They are not dependent on anything in this material world. They are dependent only on Krishna. They are completely freed from the three modes of material nature. What they do? Labante Brahma Nirvanam Risayaga Kshina Kalmasha Chinnadvaito Yadatma Sarvabhuta Hite. That's what they do. So after achieving the Brahma Nirvanam, Labante Brahma Nirvanam, Rishayagam, the rishis, Kshina Kalmasha, all their sins are completely eradicated, gone, destroyed. Kshina Kalmasha. Chinnadvaito Yadatmana. So they have destroyed all their doubts. All the doubts means that the Dvaita, Chinna Dvaita. Dvaita means the dualities. They are not affected by what is happening, both ups and downs. So dualities. So they are free from there. Chinna Dvaita Yadatmanaga. So what they do? They will just engage in the welfare activities of others. Sarva Bhuta Hite Rataga. That's what they do. That's what in the last chapter, the entire 17th chapter, we studied about the Yajna Dana Tapa Karma. Even in this 18th chapter also, now Krishna is going to teach us about that only with respect to Tyaga. This Yajna Dana Tapa Karma, that's what Krishna is going to teach us. So that's what we are supposed to do. In our day-to-day activities, we should be just performing only every activity as only Yajna Dana Tapa Karma by uttering Om Tat Sat. That's it. If we do like that every day, we are not disturbed by anything. We will be able to lead a peaceful life and very well taken care by Krishna, and we will be able to reach Goloka. That means Krishna's mercy is always there with the devotees. That's what Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, that my devotees are special. Even though I am equal to everyone, but my devotees are special. So being a devotee of Krishna, we should feel ourselves extremely fortunate and happy because Krishna is with us. Imagine Arjuna in that battlefield without Krishna with him, without Krishna being with Arjuna. What could happen to him? Only this Bhagavad Gita knowledge only saved him, Arjuna. In that condition, he was completely broken. He was crying. His eyes were full of tears. Ashru Purnakulekshanam. And he set aside his bow and arrows. Visirja Sasaram Chapam. And his mind is full of sadness. Soka Samvigna Manasa. In that situation, Krishna saved Arjuna. And Krishna is also saving us. Krishna will make sure that we will, any of our problems, as I mentioned so many times in the past, even before the problems come or before the problems they get bigger, we will know that there is a solution. Krishna is bringing the solution. That's what we need to understand. We are successfully studying in the 18th chapter now. We finished 2 slokas in the 18th chapter. We successfully started 18th chapter. So in the very first sloka of the 18th chapter, Arjuna is asking the question. Arjuna asked Krishna that Arjuna uvacha sanyasasya mahabaho tatvamichami veditum Tyagasya cha rishikesha prithakkeshi nisudana. Arjuna said, Sannyasasya Mahabaho, O mighty armed. So Arjuna is asking, addressing Krishna as mighty armed, because Krishna also is Mahabaho. So, Tattvam Ichhami Veditum. I want to know the truth about sannyasa. Even though Krishna has explained so many times about it, even the last time Arjuna is asking again. And also Tyaga. Tyagasya cha. Also Tyaga. Prishikesha, who master of the senses. So I want to understand what is Tyaga. Pritakeshini Sudana. So what is the difference? Tyaga, how it is different from sannyasa. I want to understand. O killer of the Kesi demon. So Kesi Nisudan. Arjuna said, O mighty armed one, I wish to understand the purpose of renunciation, Tyaga, and of the renounced order of life, sannyasa, O killer of the Kesi demon, master of the senses. For that, we studied in the second sloka, Krishna started answering, Shri Bhagavan Vacha Kamyanam Karmanam Nyasham Sanyasam Kavayo Viduhu Sarva Karma Panatyagam Prahustyagam Vichakshana. So the learned person, they know that Kavayo Viduhu, that all the activities with interest in the results, that is to enjoy the results, kamya, desire, with the desire to enjoy the results, all such activities should be renounced. So that's what is called as sannyasa. But the experienced person, they understand, they say, prahus, they say, vichakshanaga, the experienced person, they say, sarva karma palatyagam, that is what is called tyagam. Giving up the results of all activities, so that's what they call it as tyagam. That's the difference between sannyasam and the tyagam. So what it means here that certain activities definitely should be given up. Any activity with the desire to enjoy the results ourselves, we should not be doing it. So that is called sannyasa. That means performing all the activities without expectation of the results, and you utilize all the results in the service of others. So that's what is for Krishna. That's what is called yajna dana tapa karma. So that is called tyaga. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, the giving up of activities that are based on material desire is what great learned men call the renounced order of life, sannyasa. And giving up the results of all activities is what the wise call renunciation. Now Krishna is teaching us in the next shloka. Tyajam dosavadityeke karma prahu manishinaha yajnadana tapaka karma natyajam niti chapare. So the best among the men, the great thinkers, Manishinaga, they say that we should give up all the activities as dosha, as fault, as an evil, as fault. Tyajam dosa vadityeke karma pragu manish. The karma. So that's what in our life, actually, it is, I don't know if it's other cultural languages, but in Tamil, they, like even childhood time itself, I experienced, sometimes something happens, we'll say that karma, like that they say. Karma, like that. So karma means that is once, because we are all forced to do that kind of activities here in this material. So that's what is karma. So Krishna is saying that the great thinkers, they say that one should give up all the activities as evil, as fault. But others, they say that apare means others. So they say that yajna dana tapa karma natyajam. So the activities of yajna dana tapa, that's what I was telling all the time. The acts of sacrifice, charity, and austerity. Such activities should never be given up, not tyajam. Krishna said that about what others think. The next sloka, Krishna is going to tell what he thinks. That's what is very important for us. What Krishna thinks is very important. So we'll wait until tomorrow to understand about what Krishna says, what he thinks. Maybe he says in the next sloka, in the next two slokas, basically. So, some learned men declare that all kinds of fruitive activities should be given up as faulty. Yet other sages maintain that acts of sacrifice, charity, and penance should never be abandoned. So, by Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully finished the third sloka in the 18th chapter. Now, let us chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra and focus our mind on the transcendental sound vibration. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Rama Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. हरे कृष्णा, ज्योति माता जी। इसके बाद प्रभु, हरे कृष्ण प्रभु।
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु, हरे कृष्ण।
Guruji, thank you very much for keeping us in the Krishna consciousness all the time.
Thank you प्रभु।
Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
हरे कृष्ण, हरे कृष्ण, हरे
Hare
राम,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare
हरे
Krishna.
राम, हरे कृष्ण। आर के गोयल प्रभु, हरे कृष्ण प्रभु।
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Dandavat Pranam, Guruji.
Dandavat Pranam, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
So grateful to you, Guruji, for your wonderful class. You have
Yes,
very
Prabhu.
rightly said, a devotee is never bothered about himself. He is always bothered about the rest of the society. This is a wonderful learning, Guruji. So you, the mercy of Krishna. So nice to be in Krishna consciousness, Guruji.
Yes, Prabhu.
No more questions. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Jyoti
Krishna,
Mata.
Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you for the class. Thank you for keeping us in Krishna consciousness.
Yes, Mataji. Krishna's mercy. We are studying.
Arjuna, he was so close to Krishna. Then also he got breakdown. And what about us?
Yes, yes.
All those things happened because of us, I think. So I felt like that means the upcoming generation will also face the same problems, so that Bhagavad Gita
The
will.
upcoming generation, and especially with all this AI technology, it's very scary.
True, Guruji. Nowadays,
They
that
will
only I
become
was
more
thinking,
dumb,
very scary.
more dumb people, dumb heads. It's a very unfortunate what. It's one way it's good, but the other way it makes us, we cannot even think of ourselves. That's what it's going to make all this AI technology.
Yes, Guruji. Every time I ask Krishna, please, your Chhatra Chaya should always be there.
That is correct. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
For all the devotees and for you, Guruji, have a happy Krishna consciousness Deepavali.
Yes, Mataji. Very, very Krishna conscious Deepavali. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hina Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare
Thank you
Krishna,
so
Mataji.
much, Guruji, for today's class.
Yes,
And
Mataji.
happy Diwali, Krishna
Yes, Mataji.
consciousness.
Very, very
Diwali,
happy
Guruji.
Krishna conscious Diwali. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Guruji. Hare
I'm
Krishna,
feeling
Guruji.
better, Mataji, now?
Yeah, I'm better now.
Very nice, Mataji.
It's Krishna's mercy
All Krishna's costless
that
mercy. No doubt.
I started doing puja and all. Otherwise, I was not able to do that
Yes.
also. Thank you
Yes.
so much, Guruji.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare
Hare
Ram.
Krishna, Guruji.
Mahendra Shukla Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare
Dandavat
Krishna.
Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama.
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna.
Umbo Nandi, sir.
Nandi
Hare
Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Mohanan Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Pranam.
Thank you so much for the class, Guruji. One more interesting class.
Yes. Prabhu.
Thank you so much, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Ipsa Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank you for this class, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Brinda Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Thank you for the class. The love we need to show other people is to bring them also into Krishna consciousness, basically.
Yes, Mataji.
But Guruji, we have good intentions for people, but sometimes people don't respond to connect, it becomes very difficult at that time. So how does one progress in this line? Others giving them material gifts, taking them out for dinner, all that keeps happening, doing for others. But the real thing of doing is to have compassion and bring them in recognition of Krishna.
We can only give Bhagavad Gita only if anyone who has got faith. Otherwise, we cannot give this knowledge, explain to them. But at least we should not be competing with them for the material sense objects. That is the main thing. If we have with us for others, their basic needs should be fulfilled. So that's what is called yajna. We already studied at length in the 17th chapter about the yajna, dana, tapa, karma. So like that we have to do. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Guruji. We have to also hope and pray to Krishna to have more mercy.
Of course, yeah, Krishna always, Krishna himself wants to serve everyone. He is waiting. Only, yeah, Krishna will arrange all the Krishna himself is the well-wisher of all beings. Surdam Sarva Bhutanam. That's what he says. Correct? So we need to understand.
Yes, Guruji.
We should be able to see Krishna in everyone. That's what is very important. Hare Krishna. Asha Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Guruji, for a wonderful class.
Yes,
We should keep Krishna in the center. Then
that
our
is correct.
activities
Then
will be
everything will
without result, Guruji.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Everything will go nice by Krishna's peace.
Yes, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Ram.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Ganesh Udupa Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank
Hare
you,
Krishna.
Prabhuji. One question not related to today's class,
Okay, Prabhu.
but this one, God has, Krishna has created everything, Allah Prabhuji, this world, everything,
Hmm.
the universe. So
Yes,
is it the same way He created us also, Prabhuji?
that is correct, Prabhu. We are all here, yes.
Because of His creation, we have been,
That's correct.
because of His
We
creation,
are all part of
all
Krishna's creation.
Krishna, Devatmas. But
That
in
is
one
correct.
shloka, Prabhuji, in Bhagavad Gita, Natveham Jatnasam Natvam Neme Janadipaha Na Chaiva Na Bhavishyamaha Sarve Vayamataha Param. In that shloka, Prabhuji says everybody was there eternally, and they are not going
Yeah.
to cease.
All of them were there all the time. That is correct.
Never was there a time, and I did not
Yeah.
exist, nor you,
Nor
nor
you,
all
nor
these
all these.
people.
That is correct.
Never in future shall any of us cease to be, he says.
That is correct.
So in that way, then there is some differences, Allah Prabhuji. If he has
No,
created,
it's not difference. It's as Atma, we are always there. Krishna is also always there. So we cannot say that Krishna created us. If you go back in the time, there was some time when we did not exist and Krishna created. So that is that like that we cannot say Atma. As Atma, we are always there. Krishna is always there. But in this material world, when you come here and take birth, all those things, it's all this material universe itself is created by Krishna only. So for him, there is nobody can give birth to Krishna. Like Krishna comes directly here. So when we come here, so we are all created beings in the sense our material body is created. So when our body, that's what is known as karma. So in the 8th chapter, Krishna is answering Arjuna's questions. He clearly teaches that. So, yeah, so that way, as Atma, we are always there. Atma, there was never a time, as you said, when we did not exist, nor there was never a time. So we are always existing. That is true. Yes, so that's why we are part and parcel of Krishna. So, but our body gets created and annihilated. This material world is created and annihilated, all those things.
That is done by Krishna.
Yeah.
Only the Atma was ever existing with him.
Yeah.
Means our Jivatma, you are telling.
That is correct.
Krishna always.
Yes.
But this Amsha is there, no? Mame Vamsho Jivaloke Jiva Bhuta Sanatana.
Yeah, that's right. There itself, Krishna says that Jiva Bhuta is the Sanatana. So we are eternal.
Eternal. But Amsha means he says we are part of
Amsa
Krishna.
means we are of Krishna's. Amsa means Krishna's nature.
Nature.
So we can say part and parcel of Krishna, but we need to understand very well that we should not consider like a material thing. If there is a part, if that part is removed, that part is not there. Not like that. So Krishna, Purnamadam, Purnamidam, Purnat, Purnamudachade, Purnat, Purnamevasya. So like that, we already know that, correct? So that way, Krishna is always there. Even if you come from Krishna, Krishna is always there.
Okay. So this Jivatma is not a part, means is not created by him. It is always
Always
eternally
we are there,
existing.
eternally existing. That's correct.
Part means you said nature is the part, like
The
him.
nature, material nature is created and annihilated. Prabhavam
Mm,
pralayam.
No, the Jivatma I am telling, it has not come from him. It was already there.
We cannot say
Jivatma.
it's come from him, not come from him. That question itself doesn't arise. We are always there with Krishna. Krishna is always there. We are always there.
Well, in the
This
material, we say,
time,
no, father, mother.
we need to go above that time, Prabhu. This time itself, Krishna himself is the time, correct? So when you go back past, how big you can go in the past?
Yeah, it has to be
How much we can think?
It will go up to Krishna only, maximum.
Yeah, that is correct. It's beyond our imagination.
Yeah. In the material world, we have born, we say, no, father, mother, like that I thought.
Yeah.
The Jivatma comes from Paramatma, Krishna.
We are always there.
We are always there. It is not created by Krishna. But sometimes we say, no, Lord, Father, Mother, and to Lord.
Yeah, Krishna himself says that I am the seed-giving father.
That
Sarvayonishu
is
kauntaya murtayaga sambhavandyaga tasam brahma mahadyoni aham bija pratakapita. So when this material world is created, so Krishna is the seed-giving father. So we were all originally with Krishna and we come from Krishna.
Oh, in the body wise only you are telling, Prabhu. Only in the material wise only.
The material wise only, not
Seed giving father means for the giving the birth as a body, not as the soul. Okay,
the soul is always there.
Always there.
When
So
we are with Krishna, we will be happy. When we are not with Krishna, we will be struggling and suffering.
Oh. This is our choice. We came out of the Krishna.
That is correct. It's because of our mistake, our misuse of our free will.
Thank you, Prabhuji. With your association, we'll go back to Krishna.
We will go.
Soon.
Krishna's mercy will have.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you, Prabhu.
Solving this problem.
Yes, Prabhu.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Mani Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. I think you got muted again, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Mani Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hello.
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Yeah.
Hare.
So suddenly one incoming call came. It stuck somewhere.
Yes,
yeah.
Prabhu.
Today class was so excellent. Our integration and our discussion post sloga also went very well.
Yes,
so
now I'm not able to hear you, Prabhu. Manoranjan Sagu, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Pranam, Guruji. Nice
Hare
class. The 18th chapter started, and really, it is a very enlightening. So, it's again that is the repetitions. 7th chapter, last chapter, the Tyago, penance, and these are charity and tapa, Tyago. How is it defined very properly, nicely enunciated? And thank you, Guruji, because I have no charge in the phone. So unfortunately, I was disconnected. So again, I charged. Okay, whatever may be, we are having this class, nice class, And really, we should not waste a minute also from your class. One word is so powerful. We are enlightened. So by saying that is not enough. That kind of emotion, feeling should be created to a devotee. Otherwise, it will be useless. Like a physical class we are taking in the class. That class and this class is totally different. A kind of totally mana, tana, everything we should surrender. So body, mind, spirit, everything, whatever the ingredients of our body is total dedicated to Lord Krishna and Gita. Otherwise, attending the class will be useless unless we have that kind of feeling, a kind of emotion should be generated while attending this class. And you have that power also. You transform. You make us such a spellbound by attending the class. And as much we have to try for that. We have to make efforts for that. By saying that is not enough. So we have to make efforts for be totally engrossed and absorbed in this class. And really, I was going to Puri on the way, so I have not gone. The ticket for that, I was disturbed in the morning. So I just came back and I was not in a mood. So again, it will be a week in Puri. And so I will get the chance. I will try my best to be associated with the class. Thank you, Guruji. Pranam, Guruji. Satata naman, naman, naman.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Let us listen to Srila Prabhupada's Kirtana.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna